Next up, at UFC Vegas 104, we have Sam Hughes taking on Stephanie Luciano. Stephanie Luciano, 6-1 in her career. 3-1-1 in her last 5. She's coming off that rematch win over Talita Alencar in her UFC debut. She's taking on Sam Hughes, 9-6 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, alternating between wins and losses. We'll start on the Sam Hughes side because she's the more established fighter here. She's the pressure fighter as well. She's a bully. She's going to move forward aggressively, nonstop, stay in your face. She was like a former track star or I think track and field or full track or whatever it was. Yeah, she could just run for years. Cross country. She could just run for years.
That's not just running. That's running through the woods, baby.
And she won't stop. And that's how she fights, too. She just moves
Michael
forward.
Myers is never catching her.
She just never stops. She can be hittable, though. She does have a negative striking differential. She's got some wrestling. There's 7 takedowns in her UFC career. Plenty of pressure. Insanely tough. Not very dangerous. She will exploit her opponent's cardio holes, but she will take a beating along the way. She's coming off the decision win over Victoria Dudikova, where she was not the more technical ins and out better fighter, but the insane cardio, the pressure, the willingness to move forward, the unwillingness to quit or break. Absolutely got that done. She's taking on Stephanie Luciano. Stephanie Luciano is a busy come-forward striker who wants to close distance. She'll get you to the cage and she'll work you to the ground. If she gets you to the ground, she'll camp out. She'll rack up some control time. While she's staying safe, she'll occasionally work in an elbow or two. She's not very dangerous, but she's always moving forward. Plenty of cardio. She's coming off that rematch win over Talita Alencar, where the striking was sharp, the takedown defense was solid, and her get-up game also looked great. Sam's a pretty big dog here at 2-1, and it's continuing to widen. And honestly, skill-wise, the odds make sense. If I'm just looking at skills, ins and outs and skills, Stephanie is the better, more technical fighter. But as we've seen with Sam Hughes, the nonstop forward pressure, the unwillingness to move backwards, the unwillingness to break, can give a lot of people a very hard time. I'm going to pick Stephanie to win this fight. With that being said, Sam now and in every other fight is always a perfect plus 3.5. Always. She can always win a round, especially the third round of pretty much any fight. That is a little bit juiced. Stephanie's going to be the pick. Maybe I'll go ahead and place that plus 3.5. What do you think, Jakey boy?
There's a quote, and I don't know what it is exactly, but I see it on TikTok every once in a while. It's always a motivational thing, but it basically is, it's really hard to beat somebody that won't quit, right? And a lot of times in MMA, it really does come down to who just is not the quitter, right? And I'm not saying that nothing that Stephanie has shown that she's a quitter, so I'm not saying that she is a quitter. But I fucking know that Sam Hughes is not a quitter. This is a girl, I think it's her 10th UFC fight, has been an underdog in every single fight. But the fights that she is winning is because she is just breaking girls down. When I'm looking at her record, Estela Nunes, Elise Reed, Jacqueline Amorim, Victoria Dudikova, I actually think that she beat Pierre Rodriguez as well. That's winning 5 of your last 6 fights. Only loss against Yasmin in Mexico. Yasmin's a very high-level striker, and if you don't have power to really hurt her, which Sam doesn't really have power, it's really hard to outbox Yasmin. But she stayed in the fight, was still working forward in that fight. Stephanie has fought fucking Talita. The only person she's fought in 3 years is Talita. Sam Hughes is kind of the opposite of Talita. Talita is just going to kind of shoot desperately for legs, and if she can't get it, so she'll kind of march forward, but she gasses, she gets tired, kind of a one-trick pony. Sam Hughes is going to get in your face. She's going to fucking stay in your face. She's going to throw volume, and the second you even look like you're getting tired, she's going to jump all over you. I was all over her for the Victoria Dudikova fight. And I'm going to get the same reactions this week as I got that week. She wasn't my lock of the week then. Probably should have been. But I'll be honest. In that fight, Victoria surprised me. That was the worst I think I've seen Sam Hughes look in a while. And she still fucking won the fight because she is just all forward, all pressure, doesn't quit, knew how to get out of the very late situation she was in to be able to steal that round back and win that fight. I'm all over Sam Hughes. This is not Talita, and as good as Stephanie, has looked against somebody who can't strike and can't do anything else if she can't get you to the ground, I think that she's going to be a little bit overwhelmed against Samantha Sampage in this one. So I like Sam Hughes, and I've been This is a future bet for me. I've had a bet on this for a few weeks, so.
It's been on there. Listen, I'm not betting on Stephanie here. The round over's as good as gold. So the round over is probably rock solid.
And what do I say to people when I am picking against a Brazilian female? It's usually pretty good.
What do you say?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, people know the stats. Usually when I'm picking against a Brazilian female, it's...
You started this with, what do I say when I pick against Brazilian females? So what do you say?
That I'm usually right.
So you say, I'm usually right.
I like Sam Hughes in this one.
Yeah, dude. What the just talk yourself into a fucking corner.
Hey. You can't win, so win.
Hey, you should DM that to her. She might win.
You can't
She
win,
can't, but she will
win. I talked to Sam this week as well in our message because we were live streaming her last fight against Victoria, and I went crazy and I sent her the reaction. She was like, "This is badass." Sam's really cool. She's really, really cool.
There we go. $8,800 in DraftKings Fantasy for Stephanie Luciano. That is full fade 100% of the times. If you are considering one of these sides, it's got to be the $7,400 on the Sam Hughes side. She will work for your money. She will move forward, work in pressure, try to make something happen. I'm on the Stephanie Luciano side, but any money I put on this fight would be the plus 3.5 on Sam Hughes or the over 2.5 on the rounds.
You know what I randomly love about this, and I'm pretty sure I don't know of any changes, but she's at Fortis with Saif Saud, and I love him in Apex fights because the judges can hear everything he says. He talks the entire time, but he does even if she whiffs on a left hand, nice left hand, Sam.
Yeah.
You know, lands a glancing shot, nice right hand. And in a fight like this, which is probably going to be close, I'm not saying Sam Hughes is going to finish this girl. It's probably close. I like the pressure fighter in close fights. But honestly, that could be an X factor of Saif Saud being in there, being like, nice.
That's how Ayman Zahabi beat Javid Bajrat when they fought. Literally, the corners yelling that nonsense was the difference.
When I'm at the Apex, I literally try to do that for my fighter. Like with 30 seconds to go, I'll be like, "This is a nice round, you know." So the judges are thinking, "Oh well, that was a nice round, wasn't it?" I literally do that shit at the Apex because I can hear every fucking word you say, so you might as well help him out.
Well, there you go. Hopefully, they help Jacob do a couple winning bets here. And if you do want to unlock all of Jacob's bets and my bets, Sam's bets, just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month. That month will give you full access to every single pick, bet, or tool that we offer. There's no tiers. It's not this much money for bets and then a little bit more for... No, $10 for literally everything. WeWantPicks.com.